Hello everyone, Bashar here. We have some nice upcoming changes to raid, but today I want to talk about Vault Keeper Wixwell's skill voting, right? As you know, we have voted for the skills and defense focus one, kind of all of it. So we started with the A3, right? And so first of all, I would like to remind you on the 3rd of May, Friday, there will be a reveal on Vault Keeper Wixwell's skills, and shortly after that, I'm guessing the fusion will arrive, maybe even tomorrow, right? On the 3rd, maybe it will take a little more time. So on the first stage, we had the intercept, right, which was, I think, very appealing to everyone, and that's why it had a nice win, because intercept prevents your champion with intercept stacks get rid of hard CC effects. And thing is, it doesn't have a duration; it persists there eternally, right? And it even prevents debuffs that cannot be blocked and whatnot. So I think this was the best vote. Yeah, I love this one. This one was very easy. Then we had the A2, and in the A2, that was the only place I was conflicted at. The damage focus A2 was pretty good. I liked it quite a little bit, because this looks very good for Hydra. Uh, I mean, 25% defense ignore plus Savage plus Helm Smasher plus the live arena ignore bonus can make you deal damage in the millions. So natural defense ignore is very useful in Hydra. We will never allow them to have buffs, or maybe rarely they can have some protected buffs. But thing is, of course, the defense focus is more synergizing with the A3 that we picked, and buff extension is pretty nice in Hydra as well. AoE decrease stack is awesome, and then grows the shields. We will also see how this goes. Of course, we still don't know how all of the details are going to be, so there is that. And then we had the A1, I think, and the A1 is, yeah, so if we had selected the damage focus on the A2, the A1 could have been the damage focus again, but after both have been the defense focus, this is the natural choice, and it is very good, right? And I'm suspecting, I'm just guessing, but I'm also secretly hoping that this ability can get booked by 20% with like 2 books. Debuff increase chance increased by 10% thing, and I'm hoping that the provoke will go up to 100% against bosses, right? So he can take care of the provoke head, which is the head of decay, I think, in Hydra, which is lovely. And finally, we had the passive. And so this is what makes it golden, right? He will always have a counterattack buff on him, which means, the guy hits us, we counterattack, we provoke him, we place another counterattack debuff, another provoke debuff, and then he attacks us, we counterattack, and rinse and repeat, right? So the damage focus is, I would say, crap, right? Even if we went full damage focus, I don't like that. You never know if you can kill the enemy with a counterattack, right? And in case you didn't know, guys, counterattacks always have a 25% damage penalty. You don't retaliate with full damage, but 75% damage. So there is a 25% damage penalty. It could be a champion like Leorius, right? It could be champion wearing Swift Parry. It could be a champion tanky like Duchess, right? Millions of situations in which this one is bad. So the support focus was always a little behind. This just gets it, laughable at this point, because the champion is not capable of inflicting any poisons. And this is pretty lovely. And the first turn, for the first turn only, the counterattack buff is protected. So he starts with a protected counterattack buff, right? And then he does a regular counterattack on himself every single turn. And that of course will mean more damage in Hydra. It will mean provoke on the provoke head, right? It's quite beautiful. As I said, the only path that could have been reasonable maybe could have been the A2 and the A1 on the damage focus. The A3 I think was beyond doubt, right? Because first of all, it is the first champion that has the intercept, right? And the intercept is magnificent in PvP and can also be useful in PvE situations, right? Imagine this guy in Relentless and putting up those intercepts left and right. You don't get feared from the fear head. You don't get provoked by the head of suffering and whatnot. And as I said, the full skill reveal will be tomorrow. Be sure to check it out. So yeah, I think that's my take on it. I am happy the way it went. I think this is the best, but as I said, the A2 and the A1 being damage focus could have been okay. Sadly, the A3, the first skill that we voted for, I think this was a little below expectations, right? Just ignoring Stone Skin, doesn't ignore Strengthen, doesn't ignore Shields, doesn't ignore increased defense, right? I'm a bit of a Georgette fan, as you can tell, probably. So just ignoring Stone Skin doesn't get me the kill, right? It could be a UDK with 7,000 defense, right? And it would be hard to kill him through Stone Skin. I would have loved it if we get something that ignores reaction accessories, though. I don't think that exists yet, right? Would have been lovely. So yeah, that's my take on it. And yeah, I will see you on stream. Bye bye.